Hey, what's up guys? Hope you guys are having a great day as always, and welcome back to another Darwin Project video. In this video I'll be giving you guys some tips to help you guys improve your aim in Darwin Project. And the reason why I decided to create this video is because I'm actually really enjoying Darwin Project, but I find myself in scenarios where I should be dead, but it's just that most players just can't aim. I'm going to try to keep these tips as simple as possible so it applies to all platforms, and having a really good aim is so important if you really want to see success in Darwin Project. One single hit can actually determine the outcome of some fights, so it's really important to have really good aim in Darwin Project, and hopefully by the end of this video I'll be able to help you guys improve your aim in Darwin Project. Tip number 1 is Crosshair Placement. In a game like Darwin Project, looting is something almost everyone must do besides the director, and I see a lot of players on Mixer playing Darwin Projects running around the map looking at the ground after looting. The reason why this is a big issue is because if your crosshairs is not placed where you can actually see enemies, it's more likely that they will see you and probably land the first shot on you. So basically you want to try your best to always keep your crosshairs in place so that you don't have to make lots of movement whenever you see an enemy. For instance, let's say there's an enemy on top of the hill. You want to place your crosshairs in such a way where you can see the enemy on top of the hill. It's really basic, but if you guys don't pay attention to your crosshairs placement, it's going to be really difficult sometimes to land those shots. The second tip I have for you guys will be to practice the two types of aiming there is, which is tracking and snapping using the bow. Tracking is your ability to track and shoot an enemy while they are moving, and snapping is the ability to quickly snap at an enemy chest or head. Now of course, the more practice you guys get with each of these aiming techniques, the more likely you guys will land those shots. And what I will recommend you guys to do before each game, in the lobby before each game, practice your snapping and tracking techniques. And I know sometimes it might be a bit difficult to do so in an online game, so what I will recommend you guys do is practice in a private match. In this way you guys will not be disturbed by anyone. So what I will recommend you guys do, practice your snapping and tracking techniques in a private match if you guys haven't already. And once you guys mastered the techniques and you guys feel that you have the hang of it, then jump into a online match and you guys will see a huge difference in terms of aiming. And again, it's all based on practice, so the more practice you guys get using the tracking and snapping technique, the better you guys will get at aiming. And most players in Darwin Project don't jump into a private match just to practice their aim. So once you guys start landing those shots frequently in a private match, then you guys want to jump online, and I'm sure you guys will see a huge difference in terms of aiming. The next tip I have for you guys will be to always take your time whenever you aim. Some players tend to get really excited whenever they see an enemy in the game, and there's players that tend to get really nervous sometimes whenever they're in 1v1 situations. So as you guys know, there's two primary weapons in Darwin Project, which is the bow and the axe. Most likely the axe is used at close range and the bow is mostly used for long range fights. And if you miss with an axe swing in a close range fight, most likely you will have to pay the price. So it's always important to stay calm and try to land those shots. Also, if you guys see players fighting off in a distance, it's often very clever to wait until one of those enemies start crafting or stand still, and then you guys will have the advantage and you guys can land the first shot. And you never know, sometimes the first shot can actually kill an enemy since their health might be low from the previous fight. Not sure if you guys noticed by now, but most skilled players tend to always keep moving, which makes it really difficult to land shots on them. The average player will tend to do less movement, which makes it very obvious sometimes. So it can be really difficult sometimes to predict the next movement a player might make. When most players jump, you can actually predict their landing spot, so you always want to use this as a guide as to where players might land after jumping. And again, you guys can simply use the tracking and snapping techniques since it's so predictable sometimes. As always, if you guys guys want to improve your aim in Darwin Project, once you guys follow these steps and practice these simple techniques I showed you guys in this video, I'm sure you guys will improve in your aim. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I also do tips and tricks, latest updates and stuff like that based on Darwin Project. So if you guys want to consider subscribing, feel free to do so, and also hit that notification bell so you guys will never miss another upload. With that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.